Good morning from Sevierville, Tennessee. I am at the Skyland Ranch, and today we're going to check out the construction and the progress they're on as to when they're going to open and what it's like all the way up top. So I'm going to go up with someone that works at Skyland Ranch. We're going to check out the progress and bring you guys with us so you can see what it's like up top and hear what it will be like once it's all finished, and just give you a look at some of the views of the Great Smoky Mountains. So without further ado, let today's adventure begin.
The area we're in now is the base for our operation. So when guests first arrive to the park, they'll actually come in here. The building in front of us has our ticket booth on the right, has a small gift shop and snack stand in the middle, restrooms on the left, and then this big tall structure over here is actually where our chairlift base is going to be. So when folks pick their tickets up, they'll go get in line and they'll get on the chairlift to actually ride up the mountain to the park itself. And then also housed down here will be just around the right hand side of the building will be the mounting station for our Wild Stallion mountain coaster. It'll actually start here, it'll go up the mountain from here across to the other side, back up the mountain and back down to this area.
So what are we looking at as far as when guests will be able to start utilizing this area?
We will probably have our official grand opening sometime in September, October. And then before we actually do that, we'll have a soft opening that we'll just begin our operation, start training our staff, and start allowing a few guests to come every day.
I know last time we talked about this is all going to be parking for the lift. And did you mention across the street there would also be some kind of shuttle?
That's right. So we'll have 3 different trucks that will take our guests up that don't want to ride the chairlift for whatever reason. We'll be able to shuttle them up. But also our parking lot here should house between 400 and 500 vehicles. And then Tanger Outlets across the street will also be able to utilize some of the parking there and shuttle guests over. And then our motor coaches and groups that have big buses will be able to park them there as well and shuttle their driver back.
So Jordan and I are going to go up top and take a look at what's going on up at the top.
The area we're in now, this will all be paved before we're actually open. But this back side over here will most likely be the truck route for the folks that don't ride the chairlift and they take our shuttles up to the top. We'll bring them in this direction, and this will all be paved and the construction equipment will be cleared out and we'll be ready to go. As the guests are coming up on those shuttles, the first thing they'll begin to see of the actual park will be this big retaining wall here and these beautiful big rocks that are straight out of the Smoky Mountain ground here in East Tennessee. And then on the right, they're working on a water feature that will be one of the first things to greet those guests when they actually get inside the park. And then straight ahead, you can see we've got our drive head for the return of the chairlift installed there, that big black piece. And that will be where folks will get off of the chairlift when they get to the top to enjoy the park, and then they'll come back down and take the ride back down to go back to their vehicles. So the barn we're looking at right now is our retail barn. And from the last time you were here, we've completed the paint jobs. We've installed some of the barn doors. Those will be completed painted before we're open. We've got our entry doors here, and as you go in, you'll be able to see some of the lighting that we've installed.
Oh, wow.
And we actually have some really cool chandeliers up in here. The beams have been completely stained. We're getting some retail shelving brought in and built by our awesome crew here at Skyland. This will house our shopping, so we'll have a Western store, we'll have a boutique, we'll have toy shop, and we'll also have your Skyland Ranch merchandise that you can purchase while you're visiting here.
So we're going to go up here where there's some office areas.
Yeah, this will be the office space for some of our management team, a little bit of storage for our retail space. But wanted to make sure you guys see a comparable view to what our walkway will be when we actually have that constructed later on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're not quite as high as it will be, but we're 300 feet up above the parkway now. And then our walkway that'll be built in the area you're looking at just across the way here will take our guests up another 50 feet and give them a full 360 view from the top of the park.
Yeah, that's going to be a really nice view.
The coaster track you see there, that's the line coming back up after you've gone through the first section. It will take you back down toward the parking lot, and the track you see on the left-hand side is the first up line when you very first come up the mountain. In the area that we're walking through right now, this will be our courtyard area. This will actually be where the majority of our seating will be for folks to enjoy their meals when they come up and eat with us. And then there will be more seating around the outside of the retail barn as well, where those really awesome views are. But we'll take you inside the food and beverage barn here, and this